Hey Tribe, Chuck here. Yeah, back from a little trip to the homeland where the Italians reside. It's good for my kids to connect with their ancestors, and it's I can see the enthusiasm and the energy that they got from knowing where they come because they don't get to see that side of the family that much. But anyway, it was a great trip. But I'm also glad to be back in my home here. This is my dojo. This is where I do my podcast. This is where all the artifacts of my life have collected. As you say, there's things all over our house. Our house is kind of like a 3D photo album of the things that we've collected over the years. It means something. Everything that I've got has been gifted, and it either has been gifted or has a story behind it. And the gifted items and artifacts have the most important stories. But anyway, just thinking about our journey on our business adventure here, and it was so enthusiastic to see everybody's faces on the group call with Chris and Lisa and all them, and to see where everyone's at. It's pretty cool. Since I guess for the past year and a half, I've really consumed a lot of information from podcasts and resources that I trust and am attracted to because of my lifestyle and my past and my experience and whatnot. And so I listened to Jocko Willink. I listened to Jordan Peterson. I listened to Joe Rogan. I listen to a lot of eclectic podcasts, but one that the discriminator for me is if they're not credible, if they go off the trail, then I stop listening to them because there's just not enough time in the day. But when I was in industry, when I was going to and from business meetings or going to and from work or traveling, I would always consume the information. Barbell Shrugged is another podcast I listen to, and it's very, very good. So again, they all have these common themes, these attributes that attracted like-minded people. And but what I found is with this accelerator, and I'm connected with people both in the Marine Corps that's still on active duty, or they have gone out like me. They left the Marine Corps after a career, and they're in industry. They're police officers. They're working for the government, or they're in contracting, and we keep in contact. But it's not like this. It's not like this. All of us are perfect strangers with a common theme, a common goal. One, we're obviously on social media, or we wouldn't have found London Real. Two, we all want to build something, breathe life into something that we want to create. We all have that entrepreneurial gene, although some of us have never had to build something from scratch, right? And we all want to be at the top of our game. We all want to be best in class. That's the common theme through all of us. And it's just so motivating and so captivating. So I talked about the podcasts I listen to, and there's more, but those are the ones that come top of mind. But I am as intrigued in watching all of your vlogs. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter what place you are in your journey. I am as intrigued and as drawn in because of your authenticity, and it's motivating me. I want to be better. I want to step up my game. If I see something, different, that's my competitive nature. But I'm learning something from all of you, and don't sell yourself short. Do not second guess yourself, and get rid of the negative self-talk. Okay, so we heard some of the challenges that some of us are having with our self-talk. I'm not smart enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not, clever enough. Whatever. Stop talking yourself into those. Those are limiting beliefs. Okay. For all my time, and not until I left the Marine Corps, until I retired from the Marine Corps, I always told myself, because I was competing with Yale graduates, Harvard graduates, you know, blue bloods, Naval Academy, Air Force Academy. These were very well-rounded individuals, a lot smarter than me. And I always said, well, you know, I'm not as smart as them. And all the academic, all the academic exams I had to take in flight school and all that, and TBS and all that, I had that in my mind. Well, there's no way I'm going to be as good as those guys. And you know what? I was always. I mean, I never failed at the exams, but I never was like in the top 10%. I was in maybe the top third, middle third of all the academic events in my career. And there's a lot of academic events in being a military professional, right? Especially flight school. But everything else, I was in top 10% because I was confident, cocky, almost to a fault. But that stuff came easier to me because I didn't have that self-talk. But all the academic stuff, the studying and the test taking, I always told myself that, and I always ended up short. I created that reality for me. But despite all that, I was still able to perform at the top 5 and 10% of everything that I've ever done. I've been very, very successful, and I've got a lot of other self-talk, negative stuff that kind of kept me from doing the things I want. And this is one of them. I've been wanting to put together a business for a long time, and you know, you just got to get rid of that negative commentary in your mind. And I can see that in a lot of us. It came up. That seemed to be the theme. It seemed to be the theme for our conversation, but just get rid of it, guys and gals. I mean, it's something that we definitely need to one, recognize and crush. Not only crush, conquer it. Just get rid of it out of your vocabulary. Yeah, Leecha. I mean, get rid of the self-doubt and the self-talk. Because I mean, I learned something from you. Symbols have been a part of my life, my whole life. But they have been powerful. But I never gave them a second thought. It was all around. That's why I've got this view. The symbols in my dojo, the things that I have collected, mean something. The tattoos that we get, the things that we put, the suit that we wear says something. So I'm really, really curious to learn more about symbols and how powerful they are. So thank you for that. It's awesome. So anyway, looking forward to the next vlog. This is vlog number 12, I think. But anyway, cheers, y'all, and we'll see you tomorrow.